Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for our A driver in a lower lobby series. Now I haven't done this in a while. We did do the E lobbies, the D lobbies and the C lobbies, but I never got around into doing a B lobby. So as my B account is on the B lobby, we're going to go and just try and complete the series. We'll probably do an A driver in an A lobby at some point. But if you are here, if you are new to the channel, please do hit that like button and do leave a comment. Tell me what you think about these videos, what you think of the channel. And also, why not hit that subscribe button? It does help us massively. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers, so every little helps, as they do say. Anyone else that's already subscribed, welcome along to another video. But as we're going up the hill here, we're going to sit right in behind Speedy, and we're going to go on the left hand side, try and make a move and see if we can get some slipstream. But they're going to cut us off a little bit, not too much. We've got a bit of contact, but we are surviving. And as we go in, we're going to go 3 wide. What's going to happen? And we're going to get touched by Cousin It. Now at this point, I wasn't very happy. I was at the point where, do I just quit? But then I realised this. Cousin It has actually waited. And this is a sign of respect in Gran Turismo. You don't see it very often. But when it does happen, it does make you feel really good. Warm and fuzzy in the inside. But getting into the lap, it's still in lap 1. We're going to make a position. We're now up to P14. So we've gained 1 overall. And look at Shaw. They've had a little bit of a moment. And we're up another position. So lap 5. We're going to go and make a little bit of a boo-boo. So we've gone a bit wide. And I looked at this in a replay. And it was probably a pixel out of the track limit. So but it's a half-second penalty. And that didn't help our cause. But come to lap 8. We're closing in on Hazaman here. So the Turkish driver. And we're going to see a bit of smoke. And what's happened? Someone is gone into barrier. And it looked like Danny84. So that's another freebie. Lap 10. We're still behind Hazaman. And we're going to have to try and make a move. If we want to finish in the top 10 at least, we're going to have to make a move with 2 laps to go. 3 laps, because 2 more after this. But we're going to sit in the slipstream. Look at this. We're going to go on to the outside, which is going to be the inside for the first part of the bus stop. But if we go side by side, it's going to be the outside. So it's a bit risky, but it's nice and clean. It's a nice clean move there. And we get the job done up into P11. So lap 12, last lap of the race, we're going to try and make any headway that we possibly can. But as we get here, Speedy has got a bit of a penalty, 5 seconds, so they're out of contention, have a little bit of a moment, but ghosted out. And we're on the hunt for the Swiss driver Luescu here. So up the hill, we're going to try and sit into that slipstream. They got the Lambo, and we know the Toyota's a little bit more powerful here, especially in the slipstream. We're going to go on the left hand side again, which seems to be my preferred position. And look at this, nice and easy, we're making headway. As we go into the bus stop though, it's not going to be quite that simple. It's a bit of contact, but not enough to put us out, and we're going to gain that position. So we're nice and through, but they're still coming back for another move on us. Are they? No, they just lose the rear end slightly. We're going to finish the race in P9. So not a bad start to the episode. P9 from the back of the grid. Nice little warm up, and we're going to see what we can do in our second race. So as you can see now, Ross Brawn look-alike man here is giving us a bit of a sarcastic applause. We did get a clean race, so it's always good. And we're going to go into race 2. Now, what I did want to do is I did want to try and use different cars in every race. So this one I've gone for the GTR 18. But Hazaman, he's gone for the Supra. Quite interesting, changing cars as well. But that seems to be the meta this week, seems to be the car with the most power. But going into turn 1, we're going to try and keep it clean, because what we want to do is we want to try and make the move going up the hill and in the long back straight up to the bus stop. So there's 2 guys going side by side. It looks like the D-Jim and Kid 1, and Hazaman nearly gets a little bit of a touch there on Kid 1, but we're going to try and take advantage and make a move, and they're going to all give us a little bit of a squeeze, but it's not enough. They've backed out, given us a bit of space. And as we go into the bus stop, is there anything going to happen? A little bit of contact. There is contact. And they've gone out, and they come back in, and they contact again with us. So we've seen a bit of both. Now, probably a little bit my fault. I was probably a little too aggressive. Once you're out, come on, just rejoin nice and easy. Like, you've got to give and take a little, isn't it? But we're up to 14th, and we're going to try and see what we can do. So someone's gone off. Here's the French guy is gone. They spun there. That's very easy to do, especially with the new physics and the curb. Going up into the horseshoe, what's going to happen here? We're going to gain another position because someone has gone into the wall, and another 5-second penalty. That was D. Jim, the German. The penalties here this week after this update, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I have had a race where I had about 40 seconds of penalties, and that is not even exaggerated. But I didn't even want to put that one out. It's just too much for polyphony, that one. But as we go here, rig it. This is not where you want to be. We just had to cut it there. We couldn't show any more of that. Lap 3, going into the bus stop. Not the bus stop, the horseshoe. 3 cars right ahead of us, all with half a second penalty. So we know we're going to gain 3 positions. So these guys are all going to ghost out. We're going to try and sit in behind the French guy. And we're going to go on the left-hand side. Are we going to make a move? We are, and we're going to just about keep it inbound. So that's a nice little earn of those set of corners there. So we're up to P8 on lap 3. So this car is actually really good here. I do like this car, I must say. As we go into lap 5, we're going to try and make some more positions. Hanging Snot is right ahead of us. And what's going to happen? Someone's serving the penalty. It's Asturiano. Now, Asturiano is going to be a very unfortunate person in this episode. You will come to see it. But we do get the position there on Asturiano. And we're going to sit in behind Hanging Snot. I mean, just the thought of it, I don't want to think about it. I don't think you do either. But as we're thinking about it, look at this. 5-second penalties. We lost the back end into the wall. And we're going to drive off. But as we drive off, look what's going to happen. Someone's decided they're going to copy us. Why? If you see me do it, why are you going to do it yourself? Going into lap 6, we're serving our 5-second penalty, which is extremely painful. This is extremely painful to serve it. And we're going to have the French guy coming right back up at us. And as we go in, we just about hold the position there. So the yellow flag has actually come out. So what's actually happened here? This is interesting. Are we going to gain any more positions? Yellow flag is waving. As we get it, no. This pointless yellow flag that was, wasn't it? Why is it still got it? I don't know. It's Gran Turismo for you, isn't it? But into lap 7, we're sitting in behind Cultures, the French guy, and we're going to make the move. We're going into the right-hand side to try and get the entry into the corner. And we're going to make that stick. Are we going to make it stick? Look, we've gone in, holding the corner, and we do. We've made it stick. We just about kept it in bounds. But they are coming back at us. Little tap there. As we go up the hill, side by side, they got half-second penalty. So I don't know which is which. We're still having a little bit of a ding-dong. But we make it stick as we're going down the back straight. And they're going to try and sit in our slipstream, but we're going to gain that position. We think we gain enough to actually make it stick. So we're up to P9 on lap 8. So not bad start so far. As we're now going to go into lap 11, near towards the end of the race, we're in P9. And someone is serving the penalty. It's Asturiano again. Unfortunate for this person. Completely unfortunate. And they're having a bad time of it. But we're going to go onto the inside, try and get the position there. Nice and easy done. And we're going to try and make that stick. Yes, we do. So that's lap 12 now. We're P8 and we're going to see. We can see someone crashing. Someone else has gone into barrier. Completely on their own. I do believe it was on their own. And we're going to finish the race in P7. So not a bad finish here. Quite an interesting race. And we're going to go into our final race, seeing what we can do. So guys, P7, up 7, not bad. But race 3, we decided we need the chunky Ribena livery here. Look at that. Nice good looking livery. Might add a few tenths to each lap time. And as we start the race, we've got DMK Tito. And are we going to try and make any moves in turn 1? No, we're going to think better of it, because you want to get a nice good exit into the straight and up the hill. And actually use that momentum, because if you do try and make the move into turn 1, you're probably going to lose too much going into the rest of the track. So as we go up, we're in behind. We had a little bit of a moment with the wall there, so we had a little bit of a touch, but not enough to give us a penalty. But look at the complete utter chaos here. 3 wide, and there's just cars everywhere. And we're going to try and hope that something's going to happen. Try and make a move somewhere, but no, it's nice and clean. But we're going to try and make a move on Shaw, because they have gone wide, but someone has gone off. Falcon and Shaw has actually tried to make the move back on us. They made the position back on us, so we're evens again. Got hit in the back there by Muzzy, but not enough to take us out. But DMK is going to have a little bit of a moment, and we're going to go on the left hand side, which is a long way around on the horseshoe, and see if we can actually use that momentum. We can't. They go and make it stick, but as they make it stick, we're going to go back on board. And they're going to have a moment and decide they need to mow the lawn. It is a bit big over there, the grass. So, fair kudos on them. They're doing a bit of a job for the track. Lap 2, we're going to sit in here behind the Portuguese Joao Federer. But look at this, Shaw has decided to mow the lawn as well. They've gone into there, and we can't decide where we're going to go, but we're going to have to make a move. They were very indecisive, and at that point I got indecisive as well. But I went for it and made the move. It stuck. I think it was about good, but look at the two guys in front. They were having a bit of a ding-dong, and as we go further into the lap, we got Corsica Cool. Oh, that's not what we should be looking at. Someone else has gone into the barrier. It's the English fella. I don't know what's happened there. Asturiano's also serving another penalty. Poor Asturiano. I mean, they've gone through it in all these races, haven't they? But as we're going through, we're sitting in behind Corsica Cool, MG, and the Italian, or Tomastra, looks like. Can't really see the name properly. But as we're going in, we're going to lose a bit of momentum here. They're just going to get a bit away from us. We've got a car behind, Shaw, and we're just not going to be able to... We're getting a little touch, actually. So Shaw gives us a touch here, and does compromise our exit. Into lap 3, we're going to try and make a move here on MG and Thomas Farah. We go in, anything going to happen? Nice and easy. And as... Oh, that is painful. They've gone straight into the barrier, over the curbs, and Asturiano's now going to make a move on us. So they've gone up into P8, and we've dropped back again. So we've gained a position, lost a position pretty much straight away, which isn't always great. But we're going to have here Shaw behind us. So Shaw is becoming a pain in my rear end at the moment. They're going to try and go for lunge. They're not. We're going to hug the corner. And as we're going up, someone's decided to go us. It's Corsica Cool. They got a 5-second penalty, and they're having a nightmare as well. So we're going to try and go past them and try and see. And Shaw's actually come with them, so see what we can do. Lap 4. Unfortunately for this guy, they've had a bit of a spin into the barrier. Now, fortunately though, they didn't go into the pit lane. But lap 5, we've got Shaw right behind us, and I got a bit distracted here. I'm not going to lie. I've tried to go into defend, and why do we play this shit game? I mean, that was me. That wasn't the microphone cutting out. But I've gone defensive, and as I've gone in, it's what I said earlier, they got a nice, better exit, and we've lost a position. Nice, good old switcheroo by Shaw there. And we're going to have to sit in. Lap 8, Shaw still ahead of us. And as we're going into this corner here, someone's had a moment, and guess who it is? Asturiano. But look at the penalty. 10 seconds penalty. Poor fella. I mean, I just can't... I can only... Lost for words of what to say to that fella. But lap 10, Shaw's going to make a move. Lange serving the penalty. Are we going to get a move on Lange? We're going to go into the right hand side, which is going to be the inside of the corner, and we did make it stick. So we've made it stick, and we're up to P6 on lap 12. So this is looking pretty good, this race so far. Lap 11, we got Shaw. They're having a moment, and look at this. Karma is going to bite back. We're going to sit in right behind, make a move, are we? We're backing out slightly, so we did lift off slightly. As we go up the hill, because I'm going to try and make the move going into bus stop chicane, so make use of this slipstream, and we're going to go on the right hand side. We're gaining on them, we're gaining. They're making the move, they're going defensive, so we're going to go on the left, and what's going to happen here is someone going to play, we're going side by side. Oh, that was a bit naughty. They've tapped us from the back, but as that's happened, we're fighting with each other. Lange's come and joined the party, so I've now gone wide. I got tapped by Shaw again, and look at this. I've lost out again, 2 positions. So, not easy. We're on lap 11, but Shaw's got a penalty. So, that tap that they've given us there has given them a 3-second penalty. So, we're effectively net P6 here with just over a lap to go. They're making a move on Lange, and we can only hope that someone's going to make a mistake. So, Corsica Cool's a bit too far behind. But as we serve the penalty for Shaw, we're going to go into lap 12 and see if we can do anything to salvage a decent result. So P5 looks like it might be it, but actually look at this. Someone's gone out. It's the Swede has gone out. And we're P5, so with P4 is actually on the cards. Unbelievable. But the guy ahead's got a penalty, and at this point I'm thinking they're going to serve that penalty, ain't they? We're going to make a move here on the on Lange, but they're not serving the penalty. Have you seen that? So it actually could be a podium here. I don't know how big the penalty is. It's 5 seconds. 5 seconds. So as long as we get past this guy here, we're going to have a potential podium. So let's see what we can do. We're going to try and make the move going into this corner, are we? We're going to go up the hill. They've gone defensive. We've gone a bit further wide to try and get a better exit. at total gas. The Spaniards is not really going to be an issue now, so we're going to try and go on to make the move. We're going, pulling out. When are we going to make the move stick? We've got side by side, they've backed out, and we're up into P4 with a corner to go. We've got one corner to go, and the guy ahead has got a penalty, and we've made it stick. So that's going to be a podium. I don't know, some of you might think, why am I so excited in the B lobby? I'm an A-rated driver, but I'm not the greatest. I'm just hanging in there, so I'm technically a B-rated driver. But guys, thank you very much for joining me in this one. I hope you have enjoyed it. We'll do one more in the series, but please don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and most importantly, do subscribe to the channel if you have enjoyed this content. And right before you go, do check out these two videos that I'm going to drop here for you, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.